This episode of Girls Night Out is brought to you by Fleshlight. Whether it's your GPS showing you the road ahead or your robotic vacuum cleaner picking up the sad fragments of your shattered life, you demand the very best that technology offers.
But you're still jerking off with your hand?
Get yourself into a 2015 Fleshlight today. With many different colors, sizes, and holes you can screw, you'll be letting others know that you're a man of distinction. Peasants fuck their hand.
You fuck
a flashlight. Visit girlsnightoutpod.com and click on the banner before you make that purchase.
Do you care if we talk about this?
Yeah, I don't care.
we were at Che or something.
Yeah.
He was talking about it. He was showing me like, I don't know what this means, blah, blah. Like, we both know her. I've known her since high school. And he's like, I don't understand her, man. Every time we fool around. She's watched me jerk off like 4 times. Nothing's happened yet.
This is Girls Night Out, the podcast.
We have to do it.
He thinks he's got us now because he thinks like he thinks because like it's like, oh, like last week the other week you weren't here. He's like, he just went along with it because he knows that we do it to bother him. He's like, well, now that I know you do it to bother me, I'm just gonna go along.
But we're like, we won. Yeah, he thinks he won because he's going along with it.
Yeah.
We want him to go along with it, so we win.
We win anyways, so fuck you.
Plus, we just got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because he's only going to do that thing for so long.
Yeah, he'll break down. We'll break him down.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's do this.
Guess we should
Okay. Cool. This is episode 116 of Girls Night Out.
Right on.
I want to get it started. What's the first topic?
Donald Trump is running for president.
Yes. Have you seen the speech? Did you hear any of it?
I heard about it. It was just a lot of nonsense, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he wing it?
Well, yeah, he just free floated, I guess. He just
Said everything he thought they wanted to hear.
Yeah. When I was hearing, I don't know who he's talking to, though. Was there an audience? Does anybody know?
I think it was his staff. I heard that he did one presentation where it was just his staff.
Because I thought
Paid people, too, to be in the audience. That was another thing that was in the news. He was paying them $50 a person.
wow.
That's, yeah.
He should have paid them to, like, cheer.
I like that part where he said he was going to be God's best job creator. Something like that. I don't remember what it was
He
exactly.
said so many racist things, I couldn't believe it.
What did he say?
He said something about Mexicans. Something about dirt. I don't know if he used the word dirty Mexicans or something like these Mexicans that are coming in our country. They're not the good Mexicans. They're the bad Mexicans, I guess, something like that. He referred to some of them as thieves and rapists. He called them.
You know how many Mexicans he probably employs?
Do you know how many
You know what I mean?
Mexicans?
Like, who do you think's building all his towers and cleaning all the bathrooms and shit at his buildings?
Do you know
Mexicans.
Right. Do you know how many Mexicans are allowed to vote? You know what I mean? Like there are a lot of Mexicans that aren't allowed. Like there are illegally in Mexico. I mean in America, but there's actually a lot of them that can't vote.
I know that's a huge reason why Barack Obama got elected.
Yeah, because of Mexicans.
Yeah. Latino.
Those fucking Mexicans, eh? It's crazy. Like when you listen to it, Pat. When you listen to it, you're like, because he's rich, right? Donald Trump's rich, right? He's like filthy rich.
Billionaire.
You're right. How is someone that rich that fucked?
Well, self-absorbed.
Didn't his dad give him like $4 million or something?
And he's claimed bankruptcy like a million times, too.
I heard 4 times he's claimed bankruptcy.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that works.
He makes all his money back.
How? What is it?
Well, he must be a smart businessman. He's an asshole, right? So
Right.
he knows what he's doing. He's just ignorant.
Right.
He's not an idiot. Like, he's not dumb. He's just ignorant.
Well, he's dumb enough to talk.
Well, I mean, like, that's what I mean, though. He's ignorant. Like,
Yeah.
He's not, like, business dumb. He's book smart, probably, but he's not street smart.
No.
To not think that he should prepare something, or to think he could run for president and not have to worry about technical things or like how he comes across to people. It's like saying the good and the bad Mexicans.
Yeah. And when you are that fucking rich and you're treated like gold
all the time,
then of course he thinks he can run for president, and of course he thinks he'll win. He might. Imagine he does. I don't
That'd be
fucking know.
great.
I don't know I don't know enough about politics to say whether or not he stands a chance.
Yeah.
I kind of hope he does.
Well,
it
it's
would
like that
be great
movie.
for comedy.
Yeah.
It's like that movie Idiocracy.
President Trump.
Not quite as bad as that, but yeah.
I heard
The White House be made of gold. The gold house.
I heard a psychic about a year or so ago on 1010, and they were getting predictions, and he or she said Hillary, I can't remember if it was a girl or guy, but said that Hillary Clinton will be the next president.
Who said this?
The psychic. And I don't know why, but
Is she running?
Yeah, Hillary's running. She said this before her hat was in. So I think I don't know why. I actually think she's gonna win.
Because of the psychic.
Yeah, partly
What else did the psychic tell you?
Well, no, I was listening to the radio. I wasn't in the room.
Well, were you listening to The Edge?
No, I was listening to 1010 AM 1010.
It wasn't Psychic Nikki.
I don't know. No, I don't. No. I wasn't saying. I don't know who this person was. But I don't know. I think it's possible. I don't know why. I can see it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Hillary Clinton will win before Donald Trump does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like when Barack got in. It's like they need stuff like that. Like the first black president.
Right.
Now it's been 8 years.
Right.
So
That's
it's
the
going to
first-
be the first
chick.
female president. They don't want to go another 8 years before a female. You know, it's all distraction and
Right.
And I don't know. She probably is just as good as I would assume and hope she'd be a better choice than Donald Trump.
She would.
And who's the other guy running? Jed Bush?
Yeah. Is that real? That thing you posted on Facebook? Is that real?
About the logo?
Yeah.
No, that's fake. But
What is the? What did you post?
I posted someone did like a fake email back and forth about his logo, his president, because his logo is so ridiculous, like it's like childlike. So someone was like breaking down like trying to just imagine what the back and forth conversation was to be between him and his graphic designer. So he started off really slick and pro, and then he was no, I need it more like this, and then he'd send it back, and he's like, oh, almost there, a little more of this, and it just eventually becomes what it is now.
That's funny.
It's really funny.
And what is it? What is the picture now? It's just
It's just like it's his name, his first name with.
Is it Bush in
with
there?
like an exclamation point with 2016 or something like
No
that.
Bush.
I don't think it says Bush because the whole email thing he keeps reiterating. I don't want people to
know that I'm
a
related
Bush.
to
Yeah.
They're like, well, there's been 2 Bush presidencies. That
might
would
as
probably
well
work in your favor.
Is that it?
Yeah.
He may as well sew a Canadian
It's like
flag
that
on his
fucking,
shoulder.
like Yahoo.ca.
Jeb?
And it's coming out of his mouth. Jeb.
Yeah.
Is that how he's saying it? Jeb. Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's not going to win. God, no.
There's that guy, his name is Nate Silver, and he always like gets the winner of the elections correct. He's got his own like mathematical algorithm that he's made up in his head or whatever. And I think he also said that Hillary is going to win. Yeah.
And he always gets it correct?
Yeah, he's really. I think there's only been one time he's got it wrong, and he does like the UK. I don't think he does Canada, but yeah.
Abe Lincoln. He didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
I'll bet anybody. Want to make a bet? I bet she
No.
wins. I bet you $1 million.
I will bet you $1
Okay, let's bet
that
it.
Donald Trump will make.
Okay, I'll bet you $1. The Hillary Clinton.
And bragging rights.
All right.
And your car.
Do you think so? Like so Obama is the president, and does he actually sleep? Do you actually sleep in the White House?
Yes,
I
they
think
live
so.
there.
Yeah, they live there, right?
There's a McDonald's in the basement.
No way.
No.
No, wait, that was Richie Rich.
Okay. He just that would have been cool.
There could be.
Wicked.
There
Oh,
might be.
They can probably just get whatever.
There's
they
a basketball
Yeah.
court down there, right?
Want. I don't know.
But that imagine just being in the White House is like, yeah, it's
I don't want to
pizza.
leave to get McDonald's.
Yeah, pizza,
Every-
McDonald's.
I don't know why the president would want to eat McDonald's, but he might.
He must.
He must get delivery.
Yeah.
It's too
Yeah, but
risky.
they probably have a tube.
Imagine that one time imagine this guy was president, all the assassination attempts that he would open up because he can't fight the urge to go to fucking Wendy's at 2 a.m. He's like, oh, fuck, okay, I'll go and come back. That would suck. If you get assassinated at Wendy's.
Maybe this
Oh,
constant
that's how I
scandal.
want to die.
President Galoni.
Do you think? So do you think like Obama bangs his wife? And like, there's actual sex happening in the White House, right?
Yeah, it seems to-
Does that seem
seems to be the
weird?
case.
Why?
I don't know. It seems like
It's supposed to be pure.
yeah. I don't know. It's like you figure like no one's allowed to have sex here.
The government gets
She's
involved.
on a dress, but that's about it.
He's probably got to do it with like agents like in front of his door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is that what's like?
I don't know how much privacy the president actually gets. I don't know.
I saw this crazy documentary that was like real, like it blew my mind. It was like an hour and a half.
It was a real
Documentary. Yeah, it was called. I saw it on TV. It was called The Hunger Games.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Funny thing about that, I don't think it's real.
It looked like it was like they had cameras in the forest. They had
That's crazy.
cameras everywhere. They didn't know there was cameras.
So
And
what's it about?
they take people from different parts of the world and they make them kill each other for food.
Wow, where does this happen?
Like somewhere on Earth.
On an island. Duh.
Isn't that the UFC?
Anyways, it was wild. And then these two, they end up like becoming a couple, and they kind of fall in love. It was really nice. It's crazy.
When did you see this?
Today, around this
With
3
your,
hours.
your girlfriend?
What girlfriend?
Claire?
No, Claire, my girlfriend.
Who's Claire?
His girlfriend?
No,
Is there a real Claire? Or did
there's
you
a
just come up
Claire
with
that I
name?
hang out once in a blue moon, but she's not my girlfriend. She watches me
Oh,
jerk
sure.
off. No.
Yeah, it's the best. Do you care if we talk about this?
Yeah, I don't care.
We were at Che or something.
Yeah.
He was talking about her. He was showing me like, I don't know what this means, blah, blah. Like, we both know her. I've known her since high school. And he's like, I don't understand her, man. Because every time we fool around. She's watched me jerk off like 4 times. Nothing's happened yet. That's your move, eh? You try to fuck them, and if it doesn't work, you just jerk off in front of them, hoping they participate.
Yeah,
Although, to be fair, 4 times is a significant amount of times.
3 for sure,
Yeah.
maybe 4.
Oh, the shame wouldn't have left me after the first one to do it a second time.
What? What's so bad about it?
Do you think they enjoy standing there watching a 44-year-old man jerk off?
I don't do it
after
like that.
trying to fuck them for hours.
Well, I don't like. It's not like I try to penetrate her. Like I'm like, you want to bang? And she's like, no, like this. I'm like,
Do you touch them while you do it too?
yeah. I'm touching her boobs and shit.
And they
The one time she like
jerked you off.
she kind of jerked me off, but I had a.
Should we be saying her name?
Who cares?
I
Okay.
didn't say her last name.
Yeah, but we used. I was just. It's another move I have. Like, I go, have you ever seen a fleshlight? So she's like, no. So I show it to her. You want to see me use it? And then she said, sure. So I start fucking the fleshlight in front of her, and then I kind of put her hand on it, and then I take my hand away, and then
And then you made her use a flashlight on you.
yeah.
Does it make a plastic noise like when it goes up and down? Like, does it go like that? Like, is it made from fine?
Maybe a little bit. Nothing too much. But it's just, I don't know.
And do you think she enjoyed that? She had a great time?
I don't care.
There we go.
I felt like a magician though, because I put her hand on it because I was doing it myself. I let go.
Yeah.
And she's just doing it. I'm like,
Isn't that sad though? Like you fuck your fleshlight because when you don't have a chick there, you have a chick at your house, and you're still fucking your fleshlight. The chick is using your fleshlight to fuck you.
I have the parts.
Would it not have been better to just use her hand? I mean,
I don't think she. No, she won't give me a hand job.
Oh,
She's.
but that's where's that line? Where's that? Like for her, like I don't want to jerk you off. I don't want to fuck you, but I will use this fleshlight on you.
Well, it's not really that's how it happened.
No, I know, but that obviously at one point that's
we fool around, but she's just.
Is she awake during this? Maybe that's the magic part. She was sleeping. And then once her hand got moving, she just did it on her own.
I just put the flashlight between her legs.
I raped her.
Hold my flashlight. I don't know. She's. I'm at that point. Like no.
Yeah.
Like that's why I said I'd go out. I'd actually go on a date with her now, but I won't go back to her place because it's like I know she's not gonna bang. You know. So I'm like, no. She's a cock tease, and I'm done. Enough.
Done being
So
teased.
strong of you.
I am tired of jerking off in front of people.
After 6 attempts and forcing her to use his flashlight on him, he's backing up like a gentleman.
Forcing. There's no force. All right.
The thing is, I have like stepper motors and all the shit that I need to build it so you could the fleshlight could just fuck you. You don't even have to have the girl there.
Well, I think he gets off on the fact that the girl is there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still like females.
Yeah.
I want
I
them
still
there.
think you should do that, though. That'd be a great project.
Yeah. I have to get a fleshlight, not yours, a new one.
I don't even know what to. I don't understand her. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause she's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she fucks anybody. To tell you the truth,
Women.
maybe dildos, right? For the women.
maybe. Or just fingers and tongues and stuff.
But she's a cool chick. She's a nice girl.
Yeah. No, she's cool.
She's cool. Hey, I want to bang her.
She's got awesome boobies.
Great boobies. I do want to. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because you're like, can I jerk? When you say can you jerk off in front of girls, like okay, but they're like surprised that you're like they almost like, are you really gonna jerk off? Oh, you're doing it, and I'm already like, yeah, okay, here we go. Just jerking off now.
Yeah.
But I think that's hot.
You think it's hot that you jerk off beside them?
No, I think it's hot like a girl watching you jerk off. It's way better than doing it by yourself.
Yes. I guess what I'm trying to wrap my head around. If she said, like, you know, it would be really hot right now if you pulled your cock out and started jerking off.
Yeah.
It becomes less hot when it's like, okay, you're not going to fuck me, obviously.
Can
you're
I
not going
take?
to suck my cock and you're not going to jerk me off. Will you watch me masturbate? It seems more like a last resort.
Yeah.
It's a little less hot, I think.
You're right, but I still get hard and I still come.
There's like an episode of Seinfeld. George Costanza said it never occurred to me, maybe, to take my pants off first instead of trying to get their pants off. So you're just kind of living that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man.
I know when you're in a relationship that works.
It works.
Like if you're
It
trying to
works more in a relationship.
Bang your girlfriend or something, and then they're not in the mood. Just start jerking off to porn. They will jump in because they get jealous.
Yeah.
That always works.
Right?
To porn was not.
Well, I
never
mean,
did
you can
that.
just start jerking off, but if you're
don't have
jerking
to
off
have
to
porn,
porn
you can-
specifically, like, oh, you're gonna jerk off to some other girls? Well, let me get in there, and then oh, am I not good enough? Even if you just start jerking off, you don't need the porn.
Yeah,
It's
that
funny.
Different when
definitely
you're
does.
when you're in a
work.
relationship. It's different than
Yeah.
some random.
It's kind of there's something really hot about it too. Like you start jerking off, and then she turns like she's sleeping and they're trying to sleep, and then she.
What the?
No, like she's like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you want to bang now?
I know.
I know it sounds wrong, but like, you know, you want to bang? It's like, no, I'm gonna go sleep. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna. You care if I jerk off? No, go ahead. And then she's like, she can hear you jerking off. Then she's like out of nowhere, is like, okay,
Yeah, now they're horny.
they're horny.
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
They just need a little something.
Yeah.
A little taste.
Well, you're hard anyways.
Soundbite.
Hey, women, eh?
I know. There's probably so many women that would hear this conversation we just had and think we're the most disrespectful pigs. Well,
No, like if I didn't feel like
cock teases kind of deserve it. Not that they deserve anything, nothing bad, but I mean, if the worst thing that happens to them is they watch you jerk off.
Yeah. Well, it's not forced.
Stringing you along.
It's not forced. It's if she's like said no, then I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you're not forcing. You wouldn't even. If they said no, your next step is to jerk off in their bathroom.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it at home. I'm there. My balls are full. I got to get this out. You know, this is maintenance now. Okay, put it this way, right? If I'm lying in bed with my chick, right, and I go, she goes, "Hey, baby, let's fuck. And I'm like, yeah, baby, I just don't feel like it. She's like, do you mind if I finger bang myself? I'm like, no, go right ahead. I would have an issue with that.
Yeah.
But
Girls are different, though. Yeah. What, is my time not good enough for you? Laying next to me is not good enough?
Yeah.
You gotta come every time you're with me?
Yeah. Yeah, the fact if a guy's out, if the guy doesn't want to leave after they come, that's love. So just understand that, anyways. Yeah. And if we don't fuck you a lot, because we do like fucking you, but the fact that we're not trying to get out of there means we also love you, right?
It's crazy too. Like it's so. Well, it's hard to tell if a chick actually likes you. Like if you have a one night stand. Like, have you ever left a one-night stand and then realized after that she was actually disappointed that you thought it was a one-night stand? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even if you don't know each other well. Like, I remember I hooked up with a girl once. Thinking back, it was actually kind of shitty. Everything was fine. Like, we barely knew each other, but we got really drunk and we ended up hooking up at her place. And then she had to, go to work in the morning, so I stayed at her house. I slept in, all day. She came home. She was only working till noon or something like that. She came home. I was still in bed. She woke me up, said I could have a shower. I showered. And then when I got out of the shower, she was making herself some lunch. And she's like, "Dude, can I make you anything?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I should probably take off." And she was like, oh, okay. Walked me to the door and then never talked to me again. And I kept replaying that last question, "Can I make you some lunch?"
Right.
Because then now in her head, oh, he fucking fucks me. Sleeps in my bed all day while I'm gone, showers, and then leaves. Didn't stay for a conversation or anything. But I didn't mean to. I just thought it would be weird because I thought she was on the same page as me. I thought you were just being nice, can I make you something?
Right.
I realized after that, she actually wanted me to stay. And she took me leaving as a sign of he doesn't give a fuck about me.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, that's a tough thing. I'm picky with one night stands too, because it's I hate that. I don't like the idea of any girl being hurt in any way, feeling wise.
Yeah.
And then one time I panicked. I was getting a blowjob from a chick behind Yuck Yucks in Barrie.
In the bathroom?
In my car.
Okay.
So I said this. She had these big juicy jugs, and she was a thicker girl too, but she had these guns they were unbelievable. I'm like, oh, I want to play with those fucking fun bags, and. But she came up to me, started hitting on me right after my set, and I knew sometimes you just know when a girl's just good to go. And I'm sit to her, I'm like, "Hey, you want to go in my car and hang out?" I said like that. She's like, "Sure." So we go in my car, and then she starts sucking my dick, and then I came. And as soon as I came, I panicked and I said, "Hey, I should just tell you, I'm not really good with relationships."
Lady who just blew me in my car after my show.
Yeah. And she just had this dumbfounded look what's wrong with you?
I already have a boyfriend.
He's in the show watching.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I don't know. One night stands. That depends. Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful. You can't bang a chick more. If it's gonna be one night stand, if you do it more like 2 or 3 times, then it's like fucking. Sooner or later, she's gonna be like,
Yeah.
"What's going on?" Yeah. But it goes both ways. I'm sure. There's girls that just want to get rattled at once, and that's it.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah. And then the dude gets clingy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm that guy, so that's why.
After sex.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I rattled out this girl in London, and I went back this weekend. I was there, and I was trying to hook up with her, and she
nothing?
Nothing. She was talking to me, and then she was just
Not interested in hanging out.
No. So I don't know. She could have had a boyfriend by this point. It's been a while, or she's probably thinking, no, I'm not a whore. I'm not gonna fuck you every time you're in London, asshole.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Or maybe she's like on to the next one. But fuck, she was so hot.
Yeah, you're telling us it was like the best.
One of the best lays I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, I know she doesn't need me.
Yeah.
But oh well. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
What's
Do not transition to that first topic after what you just said.
I cannot.
Yeah.
But is that what that suck coke at yucks was?
suck? No, wait. What does it say?
Suck cock at yucks
No, it
after
was-
3.
Oh no, the video.
Video, yeah.
Suck coke at yucks.
Cock. I thought cock.
He had a few goes at it.
Oh, the video.
The video.
The video.
The video is over 1,000 views on Facebook.
What video?
You know the one I posted of you, the guy sucking
Oh, yeah?
sucking a
Is
dick.
that over 1,000?
It's over 1,000. It's last I checked was like 1,200 views.
That's not bad for a couple days. The only problem with that is you directly uploaded it to Facebook, right?
Right.
So the view counts, if people are scrolling through their timeline, and,
Right.
you know, it auto plays,
Right.
that counts as a view. So it's not like a...
Oh, okay. So half the views might not even be real
Could
views,
just be people scrolling through.
and it just starts going.
Just started loading, yeah.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, but I've
It'd be easy to get to 1,000 doing that, but a lot of people did like it, and like I shared it.
There was like 5 shares,
Yeah, a bunch
6
of people
shares.
shared it, and then it got tons of comments. And
Yeah.
No, I think it's like a lot of views because I saw, like, I've uploaded a bunch of videos like that, and like I uploaded a video the other day, and I looked back at it the next day, it was like 200 views.
Yeah, it must have some count because YouTube works the same where I don't think it counts if you only play like 4 seconds of the video, right? I think you have to watch a certain amount for it to count as a view.
That's the standard. Depends on if Facebook uses that standard, but yeah, that it usually just because people who promote those videos and pay for them like through Facebook ads, it kind of delegitimizes the impact of that if the views are just through scrolling and stuff.
Yeah, and then also you could just reload.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think that's the name of Metallica album. Reload. Yeah. Were you gonna see someone else, Pat, or are we? Or what?
I don't know. It surprised me how mean people are. I mean, I know it's been going on for a long time on the internet, but that video specifically, I don't know if just like my tolerance is just going down for fucking people's bullshit. It's just people being idiots, trying to be
What
funny.
happened?
Like,
I don't even know what you're talking about. The video.
There was just a lot of comments that people were making about like that dude being gay and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, I don't have tolerance for that anymore. As soon as I see it, I'm like, ugh, and I'll call them on it or I'll just delete it.
What were they
Before,
saying?
like, it may not have, I just might have just left it just because, not that I agreed with it, but that it just didn't really bother me.
Was it being negative towards them being gay?
Yeah, kind of. Like, people are like, congratulations, you're gay.
Right.
Like, because I wrote congrats to the winner, blah, blah, blah. People are just like, that one could be taken either way. On the internet, it's hard to tell, right? But some people are like, just saying things, nothing too mean, not like, oh, that guy's a fucking faggot, nothing like that, but almost that. You
But
know?
the thing is, like, you see a dude put a cock in his mouth.
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
he knows
Like,
that
we
he
all.
comes off as gay.
Yeah. Well, I think we all know that he's probably gay.
Well, I wouldn't say that every guy that does would do that contest.
Yeah, but we knew
I
he
think
hit
he
on me
was.
after the show.
Yeah, and he just, for other reasons than him sucking the dildo, that it was obvious that he was probably is gay.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It just bothers me that people feel the need to
There's no need of saying
that out and say
what
shit,
I'm trying to say is there's no need of calling a gay guy gay.
Yeah, he knows he's gay.
Yeah.
Well, just insinuating that there's a negative, like that's a negative thing.
Right, exactly. I wouldn't watch a video of, Mayce kissing his girlfriend and be like, "Ha! Congratulations, straight guy."
Yeah.
Like it's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's nowhere to go with that. I'm just.
But that's
No,
the
that just
internet, though,
reminded
is
me of it.
everybody.
That video specifically.
But that's what all of Facebook is mostly. It's just people without posting their opinions without them being thought through or worthwhile.
Yeah.
It's just everybody having their voice heard.
That's the only reason why I'm actually kind of okay with that Facebook. Facebook's really cracking down with the pseudonym thing.
What's a pseudonym? What do you mean?
Like, just say you didn't want to have Manolis Zontanos as your Facebook name, but you wanted, like, I don't know, the Greek guy.
Greek funny guy or something.
Wild spirit.
Manhole Greek. You know, like,
Okay.
anything but your real name.
Okay.
They will find out, and then they will block your account until you prove with legal documents like your driver's license, passport, shit like that, what your real name is, and then they'll give you access to your Facebook again.
Wow.
They've been doing this to a lot of people.
Wait a minute. So what do you mean? Can I still use the fake Facebook name though?
No,
So they'll.
unless your real name is the one that they thought.
Oh, I see. But if my name is actually Manolis Zontanos,
Right, and if they
then they'll have to. I can have it back as long as they change it to Manolis Zontanos.
yeah.
I'm okay with that.
That's who you are. But for that reason, that's good because then you don't get trolls.
Right.
Like, like Hamilton baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Too much of a pussy to write under his real name.
Right.
Yeah.
Making fun of people, right?
Right.
It's Dan Peters.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
I didn't even thought. I hadn't really put any thought into it. Yeah.
He makes it obvious anyways because
Yeah.
of who he attacks from that account.
Oh yeah.
People who Dan Peters hates.
Yeah.
but yeah, it stops shit like that. I'm sure that account will go inactive soon.
Well, thank God they didn't do that before during MySpace when you were like talking to lesbians. Okay, Patrick.
I know. I forgot about that.
Is that a pop? Is that a thing that's public now?
What?
Yeah,
That whole story.
I've talked about
I think
it
you've talked
before.
about it on here.
I may have. I know for sure I've done it on stage.
I thought that was a secret.
Oh, no. That was my blog thing.
No, I'm not talking about the blog thing.
Stories?
I'm not talking about your stories.
No, that's different. The MySpace
okay.
thing was me literally. This is like 14-year-old me.
Oh,
going
okay.
on MySpace as a woman just to trick other lesbians into showing me their tits.
It was amazing.
Not even that. It wasn't even them showing me. It was just like, I don't know. I guess because I was a fucking loser, right? I didn't talk to girls. Girls didn't talk to me. So the only way I could get a girl to talk to me was if I talked to a lesbian who thought I was an attractive woman.
He was 14.
Yeah, I'm like 14.
Now it's okay, but that's okay to jerk off to, right? You asshole.
No, that's fucking creepy as shit.
So what would you do?
I would just join all these like lesbian.
Did you get like a?
There's like groups on MySpace for lesbians, and where there's like message boards and stuff where lesbians can commute amongst each other.
Okay, so you were seeing pictures of them. So what was the picture of you? Did you get like a wig or something?
No, I looked up like I don't even remember what I looked up.
You found it like hot
I
chick.
found some hot chick, but I found like several pictures of the same chick, so that it
Nice.
looked like I had different photos of
Yeah.
myself, so it was less suspicious.
Yeah.
Which is so creepy in itself that I did that.
No,
And
keep
at
going.
14 too. Man.
Keep going.
It's getting hard.
Keep going.
So I'd make all these profiles. I faked my age. I had a pretend name. Her name was like Vanessa something, and I was in California, and so then it got to the point where like it was fine for a bit. I didn't do it that long because I actually I found out how fucking stupid it was after quickly because of this one girl. But I would just join these message boards. I'd be like, hey, I'm Vanessa, I'm blah blah blah, and I would just make shit up, and then people would add me, and then I had all these lesbian friends. I had I was talking to them I wasn't even hitting on all of them, right? There would just be the odd one who kind of flirted with me, and then I would just go from there, right? And it got to the point where there's this one chick who this is when MSN was still a thing, and webcams on MSN was like a new thing still.
Yeah.
So I had this one chick on MSN, but you gotta remember too, it wasn't just like, oh, you're hot, show me your tits. Like, I committed to this. I would have hours and hours of regular conversation with these people, just feeding them lies. Like,
But listening to them, like hearing their lives.
yeah, and I'm just talking, and I was like making genuine friends with these people. And then they, this one girl, she was like, she wanted to go on webcam, and I was like, sure. And then like I unplugged my webcam, and I kept trying to connect, and it's not working. but hers was working. But we had we've established she just didn't have a reason to think I was not who I said I was.
But what about the voice on the webcam?
Well, no, not that wasn't webcam. So she does webcam. She just like pulls her boobs out and whatever. But she said she didn't want to do more until she
saw
could
you.
see me. So I was like, oh, okay. And I was explaining like, oh, my webcam doesn't work. Blah blah blah. So then she goes, well, let me call you then. Just let me hear your voice, and then I'll know. And I was like, yes. So I give her my fucking phone number. Now all of a sudden I'm in Canada. She's not an idiot. She types in the number, and she goes, this is you're in Canada. I go, oh, I know, I'm visiting a relative or something. I don't know. I made up some fucking lie why I'm in Canada. And then so she calls, and then the phone rings, and then we got to remember I like live with my mom and my sister at this time, and I see the number. It's like a California number, and I answer it, and I go, hello? She hangs up immediately on MSN. She's like, you're a fucking dude. I'm like, no, I'm not. I swear to God. She's like, she goes, yes, you are. I'm like, no, call me again.
Oh my God.
I go, I'm just sick. I said, call me again.
You are the irony.
I go, call me again. And then she goes, fine. So she calls again. And then I go, hello.
Your old
Hangs
lady.
up again. She's like, you fucking creep, blah, blah, blah. Blocked me, and I get this instant like fucking rush of shame and guilt, and I don't know if I can get in trouble for this. Just so much is going through my head. I felt so embarrassed, like such a piece of shit. And then for like the next 2 weeks, every fucking night. Luckily though, but she was in California, so it was 3 hours earlier there, so she must have worked until a certain hour, because it would always be like, because like my mom worked and me and my sister were still in school, so we were going to bed like probably before midnight. So it was like, but midnight, 11, 10. So probably around like 10 o'clock she must have got off work or something, because she always called around like between midnight and 1 a.m. here.
Yeah.
And the phone it was in my mom's room. My mom would answer all the time, 1 a.m. She's like, hello. And then eventually, so my mom thought nothing of it for a while, and then after like the fourth day, my mom's like,
She kept calling?
yeah, and then she asked me and my sister, she's like, do you know, she goes, there's this number, a California number, some woman, she keeps asking for a Vanessa at this number. Did you guys give her your number or something? Like, I was like, oh shit, she's still calling. Like, she wanted to get to the bottom of it, right? But my mom, every time my mom answered, she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have two like teenage kids in high school, blah blah blah. So like, she never like explained what happened to my mom, or she did. And my mom was like, "This is too fucked up. I'm not even gonna bring it up." but I definitely learned my lesson.
Oh, good for you. And you became such a better person since.
Yeah.
His
No,
lesson
that was, like,
not
creepy.
to give the lesbians his phone number.
But yeah, it was. But now, I mean, like, it's all like kind of funny, right? But the poor girl, like, luckily I was probably 10 years younger than her. You know what I mean? I'm 14 years old. But the scary part is that's what that whole like catfish thing is. Like, just people getting duped on the internet, like with dating websites and stuff, and it's actually pretty scary. You know what I mean? It's a really perverted, creepy thing to do, but more so if it's like a grown man doing it to young women or boys even,
Right.
So I don't feel terrible about it because I was just like a fucking loser.
Right.
Early teenage, horny fucking kid that just took advantage of the internet.
It's just so
I thought I
much-
was a genius for a while. Until that phone call, I'm like, this is brilliant.
What's great is that it's so much effort when you clearly had access to just porn.
Yeah.
You could have just watched porn.
You put serious time into it.
I needed the real thing.
It's like you wanted someone to watch you jerk off.
I know. I just explained the whole story, but you're creepy. For jerking off.
I was on Tinder like the other day, and I linked up with some girl, so we started talking, but she started talking dirty to me right away. So right away, I thought something was up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because right away I was trying to like, oh, do you have Facebook or Instagram? Can I add you so I could see? I think she only had one picture, right? So she's like, oh, I can't for some reason. I forget what she said, but she said no. I'm like, okay. So I already felt like, all right, this is going nowhere. This chick, I'm thinking it's probably even a dude maybe at this point. Who knows, right? Mm-hmm. And I said, but I just throwing like lobbing balls out there in a sense, like just seeing it's like, oh, do you like sucking cock? I said. She goes, yeah, of course I love sucking cock or something like that. And then right after that, she says, if it's a girl, I don't even know. Hey, by the way, is it okay? Are you cool with the fact that I'm only 15? Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. And I was like, right there, I wrote, no, it's not okay. And then I just like blocked her.
Yeah.
But I was like, couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Could have been the cops too.
Could have been cops, or who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what it could have been? It's just fucking nuts, man. The Dateline's having that hard of a time that they have to go to the Tinder world to try to. They need more people to eat cookies. Jesus Christ. We got all the pedophiles. We'll just try to find more somehow.
Well, there's something in the news, like the Ontario Provincial Police had a thing about going on all the different social networks and everything, doing that shit to lure those
But
fuckers.
it makes no sense though. Like if they're looking for that kind of thing, people that are on Tinder, everybody knows Tinder's 18 plus, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, that person's
You know what I mean?
not, right? I guess because there's this idea, hopeful idea, that maybe there'd be someone younger on there. Or maybe you're not looking for someone younger, but someone tempts you and you're like, oh, okay, sure, I'll go
my
for it.
profile, like one thing that I might be younger too.
Yeah. No, just that they might be able to get you to do it, like to meet up somewhere or whatever. Yeah.
Weirdos. I was like, I had a moment, almost like that. I gotta get rid of this fucking app. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
But
How much time do you spend on that?
not much, really. Not really at all. Here and there. I've only got, honestly, I've gone laid from Tinder one time. That's about it. You know?
In how long that you've had it?
5 years. I don't know. It's been around for 5 years. I guess I've had it for about a year. But I'm on. My friends and my nephews are on it more than I am.
Your nephews?
Yeah, I let my nephews play with it.
Things that you should not say on the air by Manolis Zontanos.
Because
I let my nephews play with Tinder.
No, because they'll see they'll go.
They'll just
nope or
chicks for you.
yeah, they'll use either nope or like, right?
Yeah.
So they go and if they'll go through it, and if they see a girl they think is ugly, they'll like it.
So you just solved your earlier problem that you were wondering why a 15-year-old gets on Tinder. It's you.
Yeah, you introduced them to it.
Oh yeah, I'm probably talking to my nephew that day.
You're not one of those guys. You don't think you're like a cool uncle for watching porn with your nephews.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Hey,
It stops at Tinder.
want to do something for $30?
Yeah.
The cycle repeats itself.
It's just how it never ends. Yeah, but yeah, it's funny. They're like, or my buddies, you know. Mm-hmm. Usually it's like guys that are like in relationships, and so they get a fix. Like they feel like they're single for like a minute until it's like, oh, you got to like. What do we do?
What do we do? I love that.
Well, you got to fuck her now, buddy. So where are we going? What do we got?
Well, we got school.
School.
Where?
Right there.
School.
Cool. Skchal.
Cool.
Skchal.
Oh, school is your thing.
SCHCH.
O
LL.
LL. Skchal. You need to go back to Skchal, Manolis, and learn how to spiel.
There.
Watching you write when we were writing those roast jokes.
Yeah.
And I was watching you write in your book.
Right.
It was so funny. I didn't comment on it at all because I knew you were having a hard enough time focusing as it was.
Yeah.
But I could see you trying to figure it out in your head while you're doing it, and your hand goes a little too fast for your brain.
Right.
So you end up like every second letter you scratch out and put the. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But you're 100% dyslexic.
Yes.
Have you been, as a doctor, ever told you that, or
No, but I've always thought that.
yeah?
I have never. I don't know what does a doctor do to find out if you're
Well, they would just run tests like watch you write, probably.
But what's the point? Yeah, but what's the point?
I know. I don't know what they can do about it. Maybe. I mean,
you
you're
fix
probably
it?
too far gone now.
Yeah.
I don't
Is
think
there-
at 45 they want to start fixing these problems.
But what's the point of fixing it?
Well, I know now we're in an age where you can correct anything
It's
that's important. That's what I mean. That's why I don't bother when you text me funny things, or if you're writing in your own book. Who cares if it's for you?
Yeah, it's mostly it's always, and it's like a lot of times mostly it's like with words that I actually know how to spell. That's the worst part. It's like the words I know how to spell. It's a fucking different kind of mess, right? But the words like if I'll try to spell the word the. Right, like I'll spell it right, but like if I'm in a hurry trying to,
Yeah, you'll do like TEH.
yeah, TEH.
Yeah.
Well, right here is a prime example because you definitely know how to spell cock.
Yeah,
But you write Coke.
yeah. I was it's in my brain too. Like I was doing they were filming something where I was milking a cow, but in my head I always I associate cows and horses together. Like, do you ever do that? Like when you think of cows, you think of horses. For me, so I kept calling this cow a horse on air, like while we're filming.
That was for that
Cape 14 show.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
It's like, so how old is this horse? And they're like, no, it's a cow. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a fucking cow. How old's this cow? I called it a horse like 5 times because in my head, because
Oh yeah, you always do that.
yeah,
Is that video online?
yeah, it's online.
Which?
The one where I'm milking a cow.
What happened to that video from the Casbah show?
I don't know what they did with that.
The 5 episodes?
Yeah.
They didn't give it to you?
No, and like I asked for it, I don't know how many times, and now like the dude doesn't even work there anymore. Like it's gone. It was disappointing because I at least wanted to see how they put it together.
My
I heard it was
mom's
bad,
friend videotaped with her iPhone.
Oh.
It was like this was only a couple months ago. It was
Did it look
apparently
nice?
on TV. Yeah.
Oh, it's on
It
reruns?
looked pretty nice. Yeah.
I'm sure it looked nice. I heard it sounded bad. Was it you that said like someone said, "Oh, it looked like you had a hard time at the
Right,
Casbah"?
someone said that
And,
to
like
me.
the show it was great, but they didn't mic the audience.
So
the
everybody
only-
probably sound like they tanked.
They didn't put any canned laughter in there, so the only laughter you would hear would be
Through
whatever the mic picked up.
Oh, wow.
That you were talking into.
Which means nothing.
Yeah.
Well, probably really faint.
Yeah, too faint though. Like we're so like
Yeah, but I remember all 5 shows were great. Like they were good enough.
no. I think everything was fine. I didn't think there was a problem with any
They
of
didn't
it.
mic the audience. It's like the most basic thing.
Yeah, of
You're
course.
filming a comedy show.
They were lazy. They got good
must-
content for nothing, and they're lazy about it.
They must still have the video because it was only like a few months ago that this played.
No, it was like at least a year, 2 years ago.
This is what my mom's friend.
Oh, they
told us,
may
like,
they may started re-airing it. It's
Yeah, yeah.
possible. I know they initially aired it for quite a while. It was like
cable?
every Sunday they aired it. Like
Is that cable 14?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, I would love to get my hands on it. I want to put all of them on YouTube.
My my prostate, when I got my prostate checked
Yeah.
with them, I got that on YouTube. Dude, is that at 150,000 hits?
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like it's past like there's like when I first put it up, there was like all these guys that get their prostate checked, they're all like already at 60,000 and shit like that. And like I'm past all of them.
Wow.
Like I'm becoming like the number one prostate video to go look at if you want to get your prostate checked. It's hilarious. I don't know. And it's funny because you see my bare ass for a second too. You actually see the fingers go in.
Is this the one with just the Cable 14 one, or the one with your stand-up in between?
No, that's Cable 14 one. This the one that Pat made for me. That's actually doing okay too. That's at like 7,000 last time I checked.
That's great.
So that one's even moved because you cut it back and forth, so people seem to enjoy it. You know, when I did the bit and you cut the actual footage in.
Yeah.
Is that on your DVD?
Yes, it is. It is on my DVD. And even I remember Giannis was like, he shared it. He never shares any of my videos. So he was like Giannis Papas, he was really stoked on the editing process of what you did.
Yeah, and I was only limited to what Cable 14 shot, right? Because I had that idea a long time ago, remember, where it starts with the stand-up on stage, only for the first couple of lines, and then it goes into full reenactment with the audio from the show.
Right.
So every actor, they'd be mouthing what you're saying.
Oh, you want to film it that way? I remember that. Yeah.
And then
You
so
still
the
do
whole
that,
bit
that.
plays out as a reenactment, but it's the audio's coming. It'd be him doing all the basically the bit word for word that he does. But anytime he does and then like I said to my buddy, blah blah blah. But it'd be kids doing it, but exactly how he said it. They'd be mouthing it. So you hear the laughs from the audience throughout the bit, and then it'll come back at the end of the bit. It comes back to you on stage.
Right.
Getting your last laugh or whatever, and then it ends. And I wanted to do that for like everyone who has like a solid couple-minute long bit.
Yeah.
To do like live action reenactment, because they do it a lot with cartoons, right?
Right.
I think it'd be cool to have like these live action ones. And but that's kind of what we were doing with that. But I had to keep going back and forth to the stand-up because there was only so much.
Oh yeah, no, buddy, it looks amazing. I love it. It's the best we could do.
Yeah,
with the
what we
situation
had.
we had. But I would like to shoot something like that too. That'd be cool.
Well, like your van one's the best.
Yeah, that'd be the perfect one, eh?
You use your two nephews
Yeah.
to play
we
you
still
and your
do
buddy.
it. I have a van.
Get a white van.
I have
White
wait.
van. Jared Diggs.
I have a gray van. Can we make it look white in video?
Possibly. We could find a white van.
Yeah.
Got to be a white creeper van.
You an old school one, the shitty ones.
No windows. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, like that bit's great. The whole like diddle thing with the
Yeah.
Picturing
there,
his
punch him in the
nephew
face.
going, screw it. Yeah, that
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
I'll go in there, punch him in the face, and get the candy.
Yeah. Yeah. What was they?
Even the whole like, "Psst, hey stranger,
Yeah.
you got any candy?
Yeah.
Yeah, not here. Do you have a van?" And then it would go back to you on stage. See, that's the thing. They always told us, stay away from the guy in my van. He's gonna try to fucking diddle you. Or that could be like the parent being like, stay away from the white van.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to diddle you.
Yeah.
Anytime they always told you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
And then certain moments you'd go back, like when you said,
Yeah.
see, some you didn't laugh at that part. When somebody
just
get
diddled at some point, like-
and then you go, oh, it's like, and then go back to another scenario. Oh, what happened? Oh, you played with my balls and ran. Oh, you just got diddled. Okay, that could be like, that could be real people too.
Right.
The whole thing, basically.
All
With
conversation.
Snippets of you on stage. If the whole thing was shot nice, it'd be really cool, and I think
That'd
tons
be
of people
so
would watch
cool.
those. And then you do them for, if we made it popular, then fucking
That's
we do
2
one for
minute-
Ari Shafir, then we do one for Tom Green, and then before you know it,
Yeah. It just becomes a thing, right?
yeah.
Well, let's not do it then.
Like everything else.
Yeah.
Put that in the idea book of things we're not going to do.
I love these ideas, but if you actually try to make it happen, I would go along with it, Patrick.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, but these things cost money too to do it properly. I don't want to go out and half-ass shit.
What do we need? What money? What do you mean?
It could be anything, like just renting a van, getting actual.
I'll rent a
people
van.
in it and
What?
just equipment and
What equipment?
well, like if we just need lights and stuff, like we can figure it out. As I mean, it takes time. You make it sound like it's all up to me to make it happen.
I'll work with you to make it happen. I would love to do that one. I think it's possible.
How many people would we need? Because there's his nephews could play the kids.
Yeah, then we need the diddler
Yeah.
in the van.
That we could
Should
find
that
could be anybody.
It shouldn't be me though. No.
No, it
Should be who could be the diddler? Should it be Dan?
Dan would be
Dan.
perfect.
Yes, Dan. That's exactly who it should be.
Okay.
And then there would be the, what happened? Oh, he played with the balls and ran. Oh, he just got diddled. Okay, that would have to be two completely separate people. So a different kid
A third kid.
and a different parent. Just to completely separate the characters from you and your
You know
friend.
who we could use? No, Dave Charles has a kid, but he's too young, I think.
Yeah.
We'd even use Josh Kemp.
Yeah,
As a kid.
He would be perfect. Teenager. He's 14.
Yeah. Josh. Let's use
he would
Josh.
do it 100%. His mom could be the one saying
Yeah.
Yeah.
she would look good on there.
Easy Tiger.
But yeah, so yeah, we can pull it off.
Okay.
This is really boring podcast though.
Oh, sorry.
It's us planning
I didn't even.
video.
I forgot we're on air. I always forget.
We might have to cut that whole part out.
No.
It's
No.
actually
Okay.
super boring.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares? I don't care. They can skip over, you know?
Yeah.
If I don't like a song on a CD, I just
else?
go to the next one.
Yeah. Did we even get to the school? Why did you write
No, you-
It was because there's a college in Boston, Emerson College, that's offering a degree for comedy, like a 4-year program for stand-up for comedy arts, stand-up and sketch, like basically like the Humber thing, but longer, more serious.
Is that like the first
I think
real
so.
program like that?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's the first time they've offered a degree for it.
I don't know. It's no different than any other school for the arts. Like, you know, some people could go to film school and become a filmmaker. Some people could not go to film school and become a filmmaker. People can go to comedy school. It depends what you want to get out of it. I mean, the one thing I've heard about Humber is that, you know, if you're already funny, like someone who could be a comedian anyways,
Don't really need it.
could go to that school and gain other things. Like, you know, it could help with your writing or, you know, just introduce you to the right people or there's things you
it
can
might
learn.
save
Like,
you a little bit of time.
well, you can learn more of the business aspect opposed from the creative aspect. I think it's stupid to go to a school to try to learn how to be funny. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's like the biggest scam of the whole thing. But if you're already funny and you know you can do stand-up, but you're not good at the business stuff or even like just the discipline of writing properly,
Right.
I could see there being a benefit for sure. But the rest of it would be boring.
If you had money to throw away,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. The best school is just doing it.
just grinding it out to get on stage.
The very fact that there's nothing you can do with a degree in comedy. Like
Yeah,
you don't.
you
If you
can't
have a
apply
degree, yeah.
Yeah, you have a degree and you go to like say the Improv in the States. Like, oh, I have a degree.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
go
well,
f-
you're an expert then.
You're nice. Oh yeah. Oh, you can headline this weekend.
You gotta bring your degree up there on stage with you though, just so that they know
You have
they
to wear it
should be
around your
laughing.
neck like Flavor Flav.
It's funny. Melissa, my wife, has a degree in sociology, and it's very similar. Like, if you tell anybody, hey, I have a degree in sociology, they're like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know what that is.
But even that is at least like there's like science behind that and studies and
Yeah.
and principles that she's memorized and learned about.
Yeah. This one's saying the degree will be grounded in the history and theory of comedy with practical learning and a focus on preparing students for careers in comedy performance, writing, and production. So it might cover like everything from running a show to.
And you said there might be guests. They might get Bill Burr to come in.
Yeah.
And Jay Leno.
That's their goal, is to get like Bill Burr and Jay Leno and Dennis Leary and somebody else.
Steve Wright.
Yeah.
Jay Leno ends up taking the school over. He takes it away. Sorry,
takes it away from the
this is my
professor.
school. Yeah, this is my school now.
I want the 11 o'clock class.
No, 11:30. I want it all. Sorry. All the students, please put your wallets on your desks. I'll have someone come around to take them all.
Hearing about that guy start in stand-up is really cool, though. Jay Leno,
Right.
like how he used to like just drive down, like you drive hours and then find a bar that would just have a microphone, and he would he'd like talk to the manager and see if they'd let him do a spot, and if he had to, he'd like put $50 on the bar, and he'd be like, "Give me 10 minutes. If I don't kill, you can keep this."
He'd do that?
Yeah, just to get stage time.
Wow, that's ballsy.
Yeah.
But that's not like comedians usually don't have money, so he must have had money already, or
Yeah, where did he? Yeah,
I don't know.
Or as like a fake 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That
I don't
would be
know.
Great.
What if it was like Monopoly money or something like that?
That's a great idea if it was like fake 50s.
Yeah.
You had a bunch of them, but you didn't want to use them for any to get caught. So you just lost like $100,000, but didn't really lose a penny. All these people went to jail. Damn you, Leno. I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea
Going to school.
for anything.
Yeah.
But no, I think you're just better off grinding it out because I think the business either gonna be able to deal with it or it's gonna burn you out and you're gonna quit anyways. So
Well, and there's other ways to learn that stuff. Like you can go to a fucking workshop for a couple weeks or something. You know what I mean? Enlisting in a 4-year program. Again, it depends what you want to get out of it. I'm sure that program's more extensive than we think. There's probably comedic acting. There's probably improv. There's probably even just strictly writing for comedy.
right.
And each year, obviously, you probably just narrow it down to your final year is probably one thing that you focus on, right?
What's Humber like? Is it like this or no?
It's just 2 years, and they do like all that like sketch.
It's just give us our money and come hang out for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And shit the bed at Yuck Yucks every Tuesday for 2 years.
Great.
I couldn't believe it. Like, I know, like, I don't know the levels of the people that were in there, and like everybody sucks when they start, but oh my god, because the Humber show was what? It's on either Tuesdays. I think it's on Tuesdays
Before amateur night.
amateur night, or the Humber show makes amateur night look like a
Bunch of pros.
pro show. Yeah. Like
Damn.
you go, because I used to get there early and I'd see the Humber kids and it's like, oh, holy shit. First of all, they're all doing the same character.
Really?
Second of all, they
It's
suck.
institutionalized, eh?
Which, again, is just, it's not their fault. It's
But they're coming right out of high school.
Well,
dude.
that's why being taught sucks too, though. Because that's why they all come off like they're doing the same character, because they're being taught to
Same way.
write a certain way. Like they're all being taught by the same person.
Yeah, that's why there couldn't be a structure or formula for comedy because it has to be a surprise.
And
It
it's-
was the
yeah,
same thing every
you
time.
watch
It wouldn't
And it's
be funny.
unique to everyone.
Well, you watch like all of our styles it's so different. I can't really explain what I even do. I don't even know what my style
know.
is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know I'm not doing what I do. My flow doesn't have it like your flow and my flow are completely different, and there's a flow. Everybody has their own flow. You know what I mean? But you two, your flows are completely different from each other. But they're both very unique in the sense of like I don't know a lot of people that do your flows, right? That's what I think. Everybody has their own thing. It's better to be just go on stage, figure out, grind it out, and see where it goes.
Well, yeah. And that's where the best comedy comes from. Just like personalizing it. Everyone's got their own thing. Even people that do characters, I believe that anyone that does a character that they're great at or that becomes successful, I think that that's the only way they know how to do stand-up anyways. You know what I mean?
Right.
We all have alter egos on stage.
Right.
I know that for a fact. Like, me on stage is not me off stage entirely. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's exaggerated, and we're all different. Like, you're probably the most the same, but even then, on stage, you take a few more liberties because you're on stage. Like, we all do.
Right.
So when people do, like, these extreme characters, I feel like that's just naturally how they are funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because not everyone can just be, like,
People like
real. No one's going to be like Louis C.K. If everyone was like that, then
right.
it would suck.
People think it's not that I don't do drugs, but everybody thinks of me as some type of stoner, right?
I definitely did the first time I saw you.
But I don't bother. Like I'll talk if I have a bit. Like I have one bit where I'd say I don't smoke weed anymore. That's just one story I tell. But if I don't do that story, I don't. And people kind of think like, oh, I'm fucked. This guy's stoned right now. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
I let them think that. I don't. If that makes them think I'm funnier, that's fine too. But I mean, this is my whole life. I mean, I was in high school. I got pulled out of class because my guidance counselor, the secretary, not the guidance counselor, the secretary thought I was stoned. I was trying to make a guidance appointment. And then I realized it was almost 9:00, and I just said, "Oh shit! You know what? I can't do this right now. I'll talk to you later." And because my class was right beside the guidance counselor's office, so I just went to class, and then she talked to the vice principal, and then they pulled me out of class and told me that I was stoned. Told me I was stoned, and they wanted to know where I got the drugs. And I wasn't stoned, like at all. I didn't even try drugs yet, you know. So I've always. Yeah. Where was I? Said, we know you're stoned, and just tell us where you got the drugs, and everything will be fine. I'm like, I'm not stoned. I don't do drugs.
That's probably the worst thing they could have done. Like, I'm not stoned, but is this all that would happen if I was?
Yeah.
This isn't so bad.
I said, I think there's guys that'll sell it at Eastgate. If you like, I was trying to answer in my head, like, oh, you
like they're looking.
Yeah. I think there's some guys at Eastgate that sell it, but I don't know who they are. Yeah. So I always knew there was like guys, like if you wanted weed, go to Eastgate in the food court. There was some guys in jeans, like the metal guys had weed on them for sale. Yeah. I always heard that. I'm like, there's guys selling weed at Eastgate, I think.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, I used to go to with my older cousin, when he bought weed, and we'd always meet at this one bus stop where he would like meet up and grab. I used to always think that guy was like, I know now that he left his house, went to the bus stop, waited for my cousin, sold him the weed, and left.
Right.
But in my head, he hangs out at that bus stop all day, and everyone knows that that's where he is.
Right.
Which is so ridiculous because
he just
the easiest way to get caught.
Yeah.
But in my head, that was like his day job. He just stood at the bus stop and sold weed. He just had a backpack full of weed.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. So yeah, we figured out the school problem. What's cool?
Well, the Charleston shooting happened this week.
Yeah. John Stewart had a.
I don't know if
you don't want to talk about it?
Not without Gavin here.
Why we need a perspective of
Black man.
Yeah. We definitely.
I don't know a whole lot about it other than it was just a racially charged homicide. Mm-hmm. 9 people.
His friends on the news said that he was actually talking about doing it to a school, I think. But something, but he couldn't get in. The security was too. There was too much security at the school. They didn't think he could do it, so he decided
to go to a church.
So he decided to go to that church.
I know it's shitty, but none of it's okay. But the schools, I just learning this now. The school certainly would have been worse.
Right. Mm-hmm. When he went to the church, apparently he almost didn't do it. I think he said because everybody was being so nice to him in the church, and then he, I guess, still decided to do it. I guess he already had it.
Isn't it coming out? I saw this one thing like something to do with black dude stole his girlfriend.
I don't know if that's true, but he just definitely
he hates black people.
Doesn't like black.
Yeah, he hates. I don't know. I didn't hear that, but he definitely
that could just be someone making shit up.
His whole thing was like a huge part of it was he did not approve of like interracial relationships, and he said at one point that they were stealing. He said something like, "I have to do this. You are stealing our country and our women."
And he felt like there was too many black people or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is I don't know if it was his friend or his parents or something said, or maybe it was his brother said that he never used the N-word. He never was really super upset with black people. And then there was other people who were saying what you guys are saying too. So it's a really weird thing.
The crazy, obviously the whole thing is crazy, but he got the gun because his dad gave it to him for his birthday.
Yep.
That's the stupidest thing in the world.
But the dad probably, it was like he had it like legitimately, like it wasn't like a hot gun. It was like probably like his name was registered probably.
What's that?
He's like, he probably had the gun legally.
Yeah, but
His dad had it legally, but he had a criminal record, so he couldn't buy a gun himself.
Oh, his dad. So his son didn't even have the gun legally.
Did not even have it legally. They said that if they can prove that the dad didn't know about his criminal record,
Oh, his dad's in big trouble. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. But how do you even if your kid has never had a problem, why would you give him a gun?
What's America?
There was this kid in my neighborhood who everyone thought that he was going to turn out like, I don't really know what he's doing now, but I remember when we were kids, I think he was like a year older than me, but on his like 7th birthday, his parents gave him a switchblade. And like he was pulling it out at the park, and it was all like fancy switchblade, like big blade on it. And he's like, he was just constantly cutting shit. He had like lighters. His dad was buying him a carton of cigarettes when he was like 13. Like it was really nuts. But this kid used to like go around killing cats and stuff.
Jesus.
But like it's. I don't know if you're just like that, if you're born like that, or if it's because you were raised in such a zero consequence environment where like your parents were almost encouraging you to be a fucking shithead. Like, here's a knife. What do you think you went? Yeah, obviously something's wrong. Because like I wouldn't have killed a cat even if I had a knife when I was 7 or 8. But he had a knife and he wanted to kill a cat. So
even just the thought process of knowing your kid would enjoy that. You must know that he's not stable.
Yeah,
that's not what a normal kid wishes for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I don't think his parents were paying too much attention.
Yeah, definitely. There's like, you're obviously not born racist. So like, I'm not saying his parents were probably. He was definitely influenced at some point.
Oh, it's not the racism thing.
But like I'm saying,
I meant like
but even a knife. If you're like your parents are like giving you a knife, the parenting. Bad parenting is bad parenting, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. What's the ability to kill people? Racism is taught to you, but that's what I mean.
Where's that next level?
Like even the kid that I knew, like where's
that next level where
was
it's
he
like
born with the lacking something that allowed him to kill animals without feeling anything?
So what do you mean, like?
So like this guy, the fact that racist or not, he had it in him to go shoot up a fucking church.
Yeah. So he decided that's what he wanted to shoot. It could have been like if he just hated women for some reason.
Well, there's people out there that are racist and hate black people that would never kill one.
Right. So I mean, like it could have been. I'm saying it could have been anybody. It could have been Mexicans. It could have been.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything.
Right.
He could hate. There's that one guy that went on a fucking rampage that hates women.
Yeah.
He drove around L.A. just killing random women because he hates women.
Right. So, yeah.
But usually they have this fucked up, like they think they're doing it to accomplish some sort of superior afterlife thing. Like,
well, the thing is,
they treat it more like sacrifices. Like,
he didn't try to kill himself. He left after.
He apparently wanted to. I read that he
ran out of bullets.
He put the gun in his mouth and it went click.
No,
that's what I read. That was on Newser. I don't know if that's legit or from a real source.
Kicking this dude's gonna get in jail, eh?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Talking about like a fucking punching bag.
Yeah.
Or whatever else happens to you. He's fucking hate jail. Oh man, everybody's gonna fucking like this guy's just a fucking asshole. Period.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. It always goes back to this that no one. It's like why is the dad giving him a gun? Why are the guns? It always goes back to like how many times. Like this situation's happened like thousands of times that these scenarios happen. And there's one thing that they all relate is there's guns. Mm-hmm. So just if there were no guns, crazy people would probably maybe go to the school with a butter knife.
Yeah, and I mean, we can have this debate over and over and over again. Not just us, but specifically, I mean, just people. Mm-hmm. But like the best example I saw was. You know how you have to take your shoes off at the airport?
Right.
Because they thought this guy made a shoe bomb.
Right.
Or he did make a shoe bomb, but it didn't work.
Right.
He tried to set it off, and then he got caught, and they stopped it. One guy does that. Everyone has to take their shoes off. Security jacks up at the airports, all this shit. school shootings. How many people get shot up at a school? A church gets shot up. All this shit over and over and over again, and we do nothing about it.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the shoe thing. One guy tries to blow up a plane with his shoe. No more going on a plane without sending your shoes through the X-ray machine.
Right.
But kids are getting shot at school. People are getting shot at church, and they're like, let's just keep doing everything the way we've been doing it.
We're not going to change anything.
Yeah.
Like, how about get rid of... No, we can't get rid of guns. Like, there was this one ad. It was like it showed like a gun shop, and people were going in. It's like oh, what gun? And they go, oh, I want to see this. It's like, oh, you love this gun. This is the gun. This is the actual gun that they used at Columbine shootings. He's the one that killed all the kids. And then they're like, the guy's like, what? It's like, yeah, isn't that great? Look at this guy. Like doing so. Every gun had a different story, but making the real people that were good thinking about buying a gun, and they all basically changed their mind because of like
it was associated to something.
Yeah, well, that was They filmed it and they showed the guy.
Crazy.
Yeah, the guy behind the counter would have facts about every gun.
Like it's the same kind of gun. It's obviously not the gun.
No, I think they might have said the same kind, or they were trying to. They might have at some point even said this is the gun from blah blah blah. Even I have to see the video game, but or they might have said that
probably the
this
same
is the
kind.
gun.
That would all be evidence.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But like, freaked all the people out. Like they were like, "Oh, what?" And then they're like instantly like,
"Yeah, probably," because you could do that with anything, really. You could do that. A car salesman could do that.
Right.
This is the same kind of car that
OJ used.
Well, I'm sure white Broncos didn't.
You know what OJ did? I saw on TV.
I know he did a prank show where he tried to sell
that?
it. I've seen it. Wasn't it punked with Ashton Kutcher?
No, it wasn't Ashton Kutcher. It was a fake. It was a watered down punk show.
Like what Prank happened? You or something.
They're trying to sell.
Some hacky
They're trying to sell this white Bronco. They were telling this couple that it was the actual Bronco that OJ.
Yeah, but isn't OJ in it?
No, OJ comes out from you don't believe me? And then OJ comes out and you're like, he's like, hey. They're like, holy cow. You like, oh, you thinking about buying my car?
Doesn't he like make jokes about he had to get the bloodstains out of the trunk and stuff? Jeez.
I might have. I can't.
It was really like, holy shit, dude. Whether you did it or not, your wife died. And you're on television making a joke about it?
Yeah.
But fuck, I don't know. He's obviously not all there. He must get like, I don't know, he literally got away with murder. And now he's like flaunting it.
Well, he obviously doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't care that his wife's dead.
No.
Even okay, say he didn't do it, then he still wouldn't.
Right. He's still being approached by the show to do that.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
If he's going on the fact that, hey, I didn't even do it, so what's the big deal?
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't do it, it's even more so to not fucking do this prank show about your dead wife. Cause didn't you love her?
It's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then if you did do it, it's just like,
what are you thinking? Got away with murder. Get the fuck. You know what happened his last. You know he's in jail right now, right?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You know his last. Like he went to court for
armed robbery.
Yeah. For because his buddy had the gun, but he thought because his buddy had the gun,
he wasn't gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. But his buddy had the gun, but because he was in control of the situation,
and it was all being recorded.
Right.
He tries to play that off like it's a prank.
Yeah. It was for sports memorabilia that he thought it was his for some reason.
He found out, I think it was his.
Yeah.
But he found out that someone was selling his sports memorabilia.
Right.
I don't know if it was originally his and it was stolen from him and he found out it was being sold, or he was just fucked off that someone was
making money off
of his stuff. Something like that. So he thought he'd go steal it and sell it himself or something like that.
Right. So he goes and talks to this guy, I think in his hotel room. And with his buddies, and one guy has a gun, and so he goes to court. He's found guilty. He got 16 years, But when they read the verdict, it landed on the anniversary of when he got out of jail from the last one.
Really?
13 years to the day.
Yeah, when he was
Guy was said innocent from
innocent
for murder.
That's crazy.
So 13 years to the fucking day.
Yeah, which isn't too insanely crazy. They could have fallen close to it, and they just picked that day. But
even if they manipulate it, that still had to happen for that window.
Yeah, I know.
The fact that even happened.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's like, hey guys, you know what's around the corner?
Now he's in jail for what, 8 years?
16, but 8 years, I think, for probation.
All his lawyers are dead.
Yeah, all those lawyers, didn't all 3 die? Man, all those people were cursed. Anybody around that person's cursed.
Yeah.
Anybody that helped him out, fucking...
He's dead now.
He's dead. Everybody's dead. But yeah, get rid of guns. That's it. And apparently knives, too.
I'm on board with you.
Everything.
Cars.
Now, what about this? There's my friend is like really, and he is like a libertarian, and he always brings up the statistic that all the shootings happen in gun-free zones, where like apparently the last one that like the movie theater shooting,
Right.
the guy drove way out of his way because the movie theaters around him allowed for like concealed carrying.
Right.
So he drove to a place where nobody
else would have a gun.
Yeah. And that's like the big argument for why people should be allowed to have guns.
Well,
I know, but that's just there's a lesser chance that he would have had a gun himself if there was such a strict policy.
Yeah.
Who could own a gun?
But then you could say
That's
that
what they say about the school.
People,
They're like, how would this would have played out? Like Sandy Hook. They're like, how many kids would have lived if the teachers had guns?
Yeah.
Like a teacher's gonna she's teaching 2-year or kindergarten kids, and then she's gonna fucking flip a table and start shooting. Like,
right.
they're not trained like to do that. That's not part of their job. But that's such a stupid argument.
Yeah. Well,
The only thing that makes me happy is that there must be, I don't know how many of those like gun happy like super NRA people that it must happen more often than not more often than not, but more often than you'd think, where they're killed with their own gun.
Oh,
like someone
yeah.
breaks into their house, finds their gun, and shoots them down in their own
all the
fucking
time,
house.
right?
Well, there was
That's the only like.
Was it Jim Jeffries has that awesome bit about how you have to go into your gun thing and unlock it and get it out and get the bullets
they
from
can't
the other.
be loaded.
Yeah, and it's just like, come on, like how's that gonna fucking work?
Yeah,
there was
no
a
one-
great story where 2 guys that both had legally owned guns that they were carrying with them got into like a road rage fight or something and shot each other to death.
This guy right here.
Well, that's why I don't have a gun.
Yeah.
But that's what happens. And like, fuck, even sadder than people like that, like a rage that builds up to people shooting at each other is like the kids. Again, because there was a few kids that killed their own parents. That happens all the time.
Right.
They shoot their brothers and stuff. But then just recently, like last week, I saw something like a 3-year-old shot himself
Right.
Yeah.
by accident.
I think it's culture too. It's not just like about a law. Like in the U.S., they have like an entitlement about guns. Like they feel entitled to them. Whereas like in Canada, we have almost just as much free access to them. Our culture is not driven by guns. Like we don't care about that.
But I would be okay with that though. If they want to go, okay, make it law then that everybody has to have a handgun then. Fine. I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
All or nothing.
Yeah.
Same with smoking. If smoking is a legal product, you should be able to smoke anywhere on earth. I don't care. You should be able to smoke while you're making a baby, while you're like pushing a baby out of your vagina. You should be able to have a cigarette at that point.
Nick, do you know why that is? That it's culturally different?
Constitution.
Yeah,
maybe?
the Constitution is a big part of it. But like, I mean, they were rebels from the get-go, right? And then the genetics of that, if you look at it, it's not the immigrants that are like that. It's always the white people, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's just like the bloodline is. And then right around here is where the computer restarted. We had a bit of a technical issue. It took about 20 minutes to get back up and running, so we kind of forgot about where we were in the podcast. So we just kind of end off, and that's what we're going to do now. This is the conclusion to episode 116 of Girls Night Out.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Want to do wrap up? Yeah, we're wrapping up. Yeah, let's wrap up. Okay, we're back. We had computer problems, but we're just wrapping up. What you guys got? Anything to plug?
I think so.
Hamilton Yuck Yucks every Wednesday is amateur night at 9 o'clock. It's only $3.50, and it's the Hamilton Yucks above Anchor Bar in Jackson Square. I'll be in Niagara Falls July 30th, 31st, and August 1st, co-featuring.
Where are you gonna be?
Niagara Falls.
Okay, cool.
And then on July 4th, I'll be in St. Catharines. I can't remember the venue, so never mind.
I'd like to plug Patrick Hay. I worked with him this weekend in London. He's a funny cat. Check him out on YouTube. And then Chris Locke, another comedian. He's got these really funny videos about where he's being a judge. It's really, really funny.
Oh, yeah. Those are great.
The Cool Judge, I think it's called. There's a bunch of them on YouTube. And I guess type in Cool Judge and then maybe Chris Locke. I think check his stand up too. I think he's also got like I don't know. He's got a podcast. Apparently, it's really popular. I don't even know the name of it, but I'm sure it wouldn't be hard to find if you just typed in Chris Locke and podcast. I think it should come up. But yeah, check those two dudes out, and that's it. And Matthew Ferguson, check him out too. He's a really funny dude too. Matthew Ferguson, an amateur comic, but I foresee good things for him. And me and him did shrooms on Friday. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Matthew.
That's it.
Is that ever?
I'm doing Yuck Yucks on Wednesday, and then Thursday at the station in Brantford with Abby McWhorter. That's all I have.
This Saturday, I'm doing the comedy bar. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, that was episode 116 of Girls Night Out.
Love you guys.
Love you. Girls Night Out is recorded at the Girls Night Out studio in downtown Hamilton each and every week, with new episodes appearing Monday. If you'd like to be a guest on Girls Night Out or have a show topic or suggestion, tweet us or tell us on our Facebook wall. For more Girls Night Out fun, visit our website, girlsnightoutpod.com, like us on Facebook /Girls Night Out Pod, and follow us on Twitter @GNO Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.